Hey everybody, it's Mike from Hansen Fitness for Golf, and I'm back with your second week of your off-season program. So last week I talked about the hips, the importance of hip mobility, and then this week I'm talking about the glutes, which is the king of stability in the lower body. And if you can't do anything, or if you can do anything, the most important thing you should do is strengthen the glutes. So many people don't have control over the glutes, so we want to make sure that number one, you can control them or fire them or activate them, and then number two, we're going to make them stronger. So I got 2 to 3 exercises that you can incorporate in your off-season program that are going to help with the glutes. All right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to test to see if you can fire your glutes at all. So you're going to lay down on your back. You're going to put your arms up just like this with your knees bent. Keep them hip width apart, and then you're going to lift your hips up as high as you can, and then what you're going to do is extend one leg. Now once you extend that leg, you want to look to see if your hips dropped at all any way this way, or if your hamstring, you feel it in your hamstring, or if you feel it in your lower back, because most of the time the mind will go to what it feels comfortable with and what it knows best, and that's usually the hamstring and the lower back, so it bypasses the glute. So if you tipped over, or if you felt it in your hamstring or your lower back, we got to work on the glutes. So the first thing we're going to do, first exercise, is you're going to do what's called a pelvic tilt. So you're going to take your hands, put them right on your hip bone, and you're going to push into your fingers. So you're going to bring your hips up. I like to say if you had a belt buckle on, your belt buckle is going to go towards your chin, and you're really going to squeeze your glute muscles. Really try and squeeze your butt cheeks. If you can get those to fire, you should feel about 80% glute, 20% hamstring. But if you want to try and get those to fire and just hold them. I like to use the theory or the thought of, I always mess around with the kids when I do this, but you're in an elevator, just you and one other person, and you got bad gas, and you got to get to the 100th floor. So you really got to hold that in, hold those glutes squeezed. I know it sounds funny, but it's the one everybody can relate to. So really squeeze that and hold it for about 30 seconds to a minute. You're going to feel your glutes fire. The next one, once you've done that one, you're going to squeeze, and then you're going to raise your leg up this way. So squeeze, and then try not to let the glutes or the hips fall. Just fire in those glutes. That's 2 great exercises that'll give you more stability in your glute muscles. Okay, now that you've done 2 exercises on your back to get the glutes firing and you got control over them, and you may not have them right away. It may take a couple days trying this. You can do this every day if you need to. But the next thing, once you've got those glutes firing, you're going to stand on one leg and really feel like those are the ones that are working. And once you've done that, you can set your toe down in the back for a little bit more stability. But if you can, raise them up, keep your weight in your heel and fire the glute. So on this one, I'd be firing the glute on my left side. And then if you got your balance and you're feeling that good, then you can add some rotation. Then you're really going to work those glutes. So important in the golf swing for more stability, and it's also going to, once you get those stronger, it's going to give you more mobility. So great exercise for your glutes, and next week we're going to add to your off-season program. Again, remember, if you have any questions or if you want to see something specific that we haven't covered, please leave a comment below and we'll get right on that.